Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Words I Choose to Live By. I'm Cyrus Webb, joined by our full panel today. We have Mary Ellen Ciganovich, Melissa Banks, and Darius Ewing on with us today. We're going to be bringing you guys week number 9 from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. You guys can see it there. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it in the carousel over here on Amazon Live. Week number 9, the message is Embracing Your Freedom. So excited about talking about this with the full group. First of all, how's everybody doing?
Doing great. I'm so glad, so grateful to be back.
Doing amazing.
We are glad to have you back, Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen,
next time, Mary Ellen, if you want to go on vacation, you can just let us know. We'll be glad.
Right.
We could have all just filmed on the road. No, just joking. No, we're glad to have you back, Mary Ellen. And we're glad that all of you could be with us here on Amazon Live, as well as those who are streaming with us on other places as well. I want to say for those who are tuning in on Amazon Live, if you guys are not doing so already, we invite you guys to give us a follow here. We have a lot of exciting projects that are coming up here on Amazon Live through Cyrus Webb Presents. You will see the follow button either here in this corner or down below. Also beneath us, you will not only see my book, but also the book of my co-host as well, as they are giving their input on today's show. You'll see their books being featured. Right now, my book is being featured, Words I Choose to Live By. And as I mentioned today, the message is from week number 9, Embracing Your Freedom. And this is what it says. Feeling boxed in by your present circumstances? It's time to set yourself free. You might feel as though you are imprisoned to your current situation, but the key to unlocking your potential is within. Release yourself and enjoy the freedom that is waiting for you. It's just one decision away. And I think so many times this can be easier said than done, right? Because I know when I was writing this message, a lot of times we look at where we are and we do feel limited by what we have, where we might live, or even just thinking about, okay, is what I want to do even possible? But what I have learned in my life and what I really wanted to convey in this particular message was that you can be able to make the decision to be more than where you are. And it doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight, but it is something that is definitely possible if you're willing to put forth the effort. And again, that's going to look different for everyone. I'm not going to be Steve Harvey tomorrow. I'm not going to be Tyler Perry. I'm not going to be Steve Jobs. I might be Jeff Bezos, but it's not going to happen overnight. These things take time to be able to do. So Melissa, I want to go to you. How important is it for you to realize, one, not putting limitations on yourself, but the balance of knowing it all begins with a decision?
Well, I think what the turning point for me was knowing that I could reach whatever dream I set for myself, being able to see myself in that place. So once I was able to put my mind and heart with that vision, even when things seem like they're not going anywhere, even when you're hearing you've been at this so long, it's time to do something else. Even when you're looking at the books, there's nothing on the books and there's no money in the account and you're feeling stuck because you don't know what to do because you've done everything you know to do. When I pulled back and changed my focus from my long list of things that are not going well, of things that are not happening, when I changed that vision and that focus back to what can happen, and also when I change that vision to what can happen, it pushes me to keep moving. I believe from my gut that as long as you keep moving, even when nothing is happening, then you can reach your dreams. The key, though, is believing that you can, because it's in here. One of the things that you said was it's just a decision away. So you have to make up your mind that it's not based on what you see. It's based on what you know. And it's a decision that you've made in your mind. As long as you can keep changing that focus back to the solution, back to where you want to be, then you can get there and you can get unstuck. Also, another key is it doesn't happen one time. It may happen several times. So you have to know how to recognize it when you're focusing on the problems and not your goals and dreams, and be able to change that discussion in your head so that you can get to where you want to be.
I love that. I love that. Mary Ellen, what about for you? I mean, how important has it been for you to to realize that a lot of times you're the one who could be putting yourself in a box, but also making the decision that you can be what it is that you want to be?
Well, anytime you have something in your life that you don't like or that you are don't want, okay, it's there for you to learn from. And you have to learn, you have to keep those positive thoughts, those positive affirmations, and keep going forward. And I agree with Melissa when she said it's not going to just happen one time. You know, you're going to go through life and you'll think, okay, I got out of that situation. So now I'm going forward and everything's great and rosy. And then you think, you find yourself stuck again. And then you have to think again, okay, think outside the box. What is my God-given potential? What do I have to add to this world to make this world just a little bit better? You know, why? One of the things I do with my clients is I'll have them do a circle diagram, putting themselves in the middle. And I'll have them put words around them as their life is right now. Then I'll have them go through and X out what they don't like. And then I'll have them get a clean circle diagram, put themselves in the middle with their perfect life. And then I'll keep those perfect thoughts, keep those positive thoughts, keep those positive affirmations so you can create them in your life and grab the opportunities that God gives you, no matter how small they are. And you have to work every day doing a little bit here, a little bit there, and a little bit there.
And I think that's it. And I love that what you said, Mary Ellen, about a little bit at a time, because Darius, it is so easy for us to want it today. I mean, that's what happens. And a lot of times when things don't work out the first time, and I guess this is one thing that I don't give myself a credit for a lot of things. The one thing I've always been is a patient person. I've never expected anything to happen overnight. But Darius, how important has that been for you to not to box yourself in, but to also balance that with patience?
Man, you have to, when you get in a situation, you have to have vision and not eyesight. A lot of times eyesight allows us to see the things that prohibit. I throw in the time. Realize the vision, you realize that you have to stay rooted and grounded, and you have to fight. You have to have a plan. You have to have a way of escape and see it and use your vision. A lot of times, again, a lot of times we see things, they look fearful, really not, they're not big and bad as they may seem. When you look at your shadow is about 3 or 4 eyes. Looking at people's shadow, I have you worried. But when you get up on it, you're like, oh, okay, it's bigger than that bite. So when you see that in situations, you'll go ahead and press key.
Love that. Darius, we were losing you there at the end. Your signal was coming in a little low. I do want to recognize what Pauline says. Don't put yourself in a box. Pauline, that is so true over there on the Amazon, on the Facebook side. And Luana says, beautiful people, thank you for being the highlight of my day, of my morning. Thank you so much, Luana. I appreciate that. For those who are just coming in, you all are watching Word That Choose to Live By here on Amazon Live. We're discussing week number 9 from my book. You guys see it there. Today's message is really about, one, not feeling boxed in by your circumstances, but also realizing the decision that all of us can make today. The other thing that I mentioned in this particular message that I wanted to highlight, and it goes to something that again, all of us can be able to deal with. It says you might feel as though you're in prison to your current situation, but the key to unlocking your potential is within. Melissa, I want to go back around to you, because a lot of times it's not as bad as we think it is, right? A lot of times we think because we're somewhere or that something's not working, that means it's bad. How important has it been for you, Melissa, to allow, and Darius brought this up, the importance of vision and not eyesight?
Well, when I hear this, it takes me back to the beginning of the pandemic. It takes me to many times, but most currently, it takes me to the beginning of the pandemic. If you remember March of 2020, I'm a master event planner. That's what I do. That is my living. Events is my business. So my business was 99.5% face to face. And here we are facing something that venues are closed, people are canceling events. I thought it was done. So if I just look at the current situation I was facing, if I just looked within myself and just saw what my limitations were, I would have quit, which so many in the industry did and wasn't able to survive. But what I did was I started focusing on my dream, focusing on what can I do different, focusing on what training do I need. So I began to take action. And when I took action, that put me into movement. And when you're into movement, it will take your focus off of all the things that are not going well and put them on what I need to do to get to where I want to be. I believe you have to have vision, because if you have no vision, then you have no insight and you cannot move. The word of God says, without vision, the people perish, right? So you have to have a vision. If you have a vision, you can change that focus from being stuck to being unstuck and to moving into movement. And I tell you, in my 20 plus years of career, every single time I've pushed through what I thought was a horrible situation, every single time I pushed through that and kept moving, doors opened that I never dreamed, that I never expected to open, but I had to keep moving in order to get there.
Love that. Love that. Mary, and a lot of times, again, we are our own worst enemy, right? I mean, we're the ones sometimes, I mean, people may look at us and think everything's going well, but we look at ourselves and we can't see past where we are. How have you managed to balance that, Mary Ellen, not allowing your own perception? You write a lot about perception, actually. So how have you not allowed your own perception to cloud the reality of where you're going?
Well, my long time ago, many years ago, my perception did cloud me and keep me stuck. And when I finally understood that the problem is that I see a problem, my perception, when it changed, opened up so many doors for me. When I understood that I'm keeping myself stuck, nobody else is. I'm making the choices. I'm creating the thoughts. I need to take the actions. I need to do the work. And then everything started to pop open, because I knew I wasn't going to allow anything to hold me back, that I had a purpose here on earth, and all of us have a purpose and a passion here on earth, and all of us are unique, and we need to go forward and keep moving, looking outside that box for what else can we do. You know, I've written some books and I do speeches and Miracles of Mary Ellen. Okay, now I'm thinking, what else can I do? And that'll come to me.
Love that. Love that. And that is a great thing. You know, and I think, Darius, I'm going to go back to you because, you know, again, as we are thinking about our audience, we're going to be getting your feedback from each one of you about the advice for our audience. Talk to us about that for yourself, Darius, because I mean, it's very easy to become impatient, right? How have you not allowed your current situation to make you think you're not moving forward or that you're not making the right decisions? Darius, you there?
I am here, and this
Okay.
is my it does get frustrating. And hello.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Darius, it's breaking up, man. It's we're catching like every other word. Is everyone else hearing the same thing, or is it just me? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm getting old. Maybe I would hear it. Well, we're gonna let Darius think about that for a second. Oh, he just messaged me. They're having an outage. Hey, I totally understand that with the weather. You just never know. But I cannot even try to. Yeah, Pauline says bad connection. Yeah, Uh, Definitely, Pauline. That's what we're gonna say. Pauline's a bad connection. No, no. He just sent me a message that he's just having an outage. But I do want to say this about this theme. Even all of us, as we try to do our part to help other people, all of us are working on this very same thing. I still have to remind myself that as I'm going on this journey, that things are not going to happen overnight. Now, again, I'm a patient person by nature, so I don't expect it all. But I mean, I do know that the hard work will pay off, but sometimes it does not seem like it. And a lot of times, if we listen to other people, or if we, start trying to compare ourselves to other people, it's very easy for us to mess up. So I really want people to get this, the importance of making the decision today. That is my big message for everyone. Make the decision today that you can be able to do what's inside of you to do, regardless of the current situation, no matter how bad it may look. Melissa brought up, no matter what the bank account looks like right now, or what the audience may look like right now, knowing that if you keep moving forward, you can make the decision to make today better than yesterday. And that to me is always the goal. It's not to get to next week or next month or what's going to happen next year. It really is about, am I making strides today that are going to get me closer to where I want to go? So I'm going to go to you, Mary Ellen. What would you say to our audience? What is your message to our audience today in that respect about making that decision?
Everybody needs to make a decision to keep things in your life that do work for you, that uplift you to your higher purpose. And the things in your life that you don't like, that you don't want in your life. Okay, if it's a relationship, think about a way to save some money to get out. If it's a friendship, why are you keeping a friend in your life that's putting you down all the time? Whatever is in your life that is working, keep those parts. And the things in your life that aren't working, why do you have them? Say those positive thoughts and those positive affirmations and take action and do the work to make your life the beautiful life that God wants it to be.
Love that. Love that. Such a great message. And same question to you, Melissa. What would you say to our audience today about making that decision?
I really want to go back to something you said. You said comparing yourself to others. When you have your own vision, dreams, and goals, if you compare how long it took someone else to get to where you are, based on what you see publicly, it will cloud your focus, and then you will focus on that and you will remain stuck. So if you want to get unstuck, I go back to that scripture I quoted earlier, having a vision. But the other part of that, it says, write it down and make it plain. So you got to have the vision, and you still have to have the plan of action that keeps you moving. Movement is the key to getting unstuck. The key to getting unstuck is not looking back at the 20 years you've been doing things. It's not looking back at somebody else and how long it took them to do it. And actually, it's not really looking at your own timeline. It's staying focused on your plan of action and making movement toward that dream, vision, or goal. To just have it doesn't work. You have to be able to and committed to doing the work, even when it gets hard. I, for one, knows the feeling of despair, of discouragement, of it's so hard and I'm doing everything I can and I'm still not moving. But the key was to move anyway. You don't have to wait till everything's going great to be happy. You don't have to wait till everything's going amazing to continue to move toward your dreams, visions, and goals. You have to be committed every single day. Recommit yourself to you. Show up for you every single time. And I believe that as you continue to show up for yourself, that you will continue to move toward the dream, vision, and goal you have, and it will get you unstuck every single time.
Love that. Love that. A great reminder from our panel. I appreciate you, Mary Ellen, Melissa, and also Darius for the 3 seconds you were here. We appreciate. No,
Bad.
You know what? I need prayer, y'all. Y'all just pray for me. Darius, we appreciate you all as we were discussing week number 9 from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. You all can see it there. You can get it in a paperback as well as a Kindle edition as well. And it really is, this message is so important, again, for all of us every day. to remember that you're only one decision away from where you want to go. I want to say today's show is being powered by Bite Cool. You all can see my Bite Cool laptop here. A computer that's really good for streaming, like broadcasts like this, for Zoom sessions, or even being able just to do your daily work. This is the Windows 10 Pro laptop. It does come with a free upgrade, though. You all can be able to get. It's $279 for this laptop. Also, you notice here on the side where my book is also my adjustable laptop desk. You all can get it right now on sale, a major sale, $30.90. When I got it, it was $79. And you guys can get it for $30.90. It's on sale right now. It's really cool because if you're taller than I am, which you don't need to know that height, you can be able to adjust it higher or lower, depending on your needs. You can also notice here, it does have a section where you're able to be able to put your phone or your tablet there as well. But a really cool converter, but again, a really good price. I mean, over 50% cheaper than when I got mine last year. $30.90, and that's the adjustable laptop desk from Sunflex. You all can get that. And Mary Ellen, I want to go to you. How can our audience stay connected with you and get your books?
Well, it's really easy. You can stay connected with me through my website at askmaryellen.com, with links over to Amazon to get my books, or through my website. I did a segment of Miracles with Mary Ellen this morning, so you can go follow me on YouTube, or that is also on my website. So just go to askmaryellen.com and you'll find me.
All right, very good. And again, glad to have you back on with us, Mary Ellen. And I want to go over now to Melissa. How can they stay connected with you and get your books?
As always, it's very easy to stay connected with us at themelissabanks.com. You can get our book, Dream by Design the Devotional. It gives you some great little inspirations to feed your mind with what you want to focus on. It will also have all of our links to our websites, to some events that we have coming up, and just a great way to stay connected with us on all platforms. Again, it's at themelissabanks.com.
All right, very good. And everyone, we really do appreciate you all being with us. Darius, hope you're staying safe. We're getting some of that rain and stuff here as well. So where you are, I hope all is well with you. And we definitely thank all of you for tuning in on the Amazon Live side, as well as those that are streaming with us in other places as well. We appreciate you all being with us too. Until next time, we will be seeing you all here for Word That Choose to Live By. You all make it a great one. We'll talk soon. Take care.
Bye.